So hello everyone. So today we are talking about some pretty significant channel updates as well as some project updates, but I'll get into the project updates later. But today in the kind of channel updates section, I'll be going over mainly production quality. This includes editing, videotaping, and a new upload schedule because I think now I do have a set upload schedule for continuing on for probably this year. So let's actually start with that. So for the new set upload schedule, you can expect an upload from me from about Friday to Sunday. And the reason I say this is because second semester of my Korean school, this is now my fourth year in Korean school. Every time I went, it's always been on a Saturday. When it was in person, it was Saturday mornings. And now since we're online, it's been Saturdays in the morning as well, although mine was a little later in the day because I'm in the upper classes. But now this new class that I'm in, my old teacher had to resign because of some family matters, but I won't get into that. But I believe this the new teacher taught an SAT class, which took place on Fridays, and they didn't want to change its schedule. So now my class is from 7:30 to 7 to 9 p.m., which is really awesome since it frees up a lot of free time, and I can also spend my Saturdays now doing other stuff. But going more in depth, probably not Friday. I might upload on Fridays sometimes, but I just feel really burnt out some weeks after school and everything. So probably the most reliable schedule is either Saturday to Sunday. You'll expect an upload from me, but I'm just gonna group it up within Friday to Sunday since maybe some weeks I'll just feel really motivated to get a video out. But this will help for people who don't have the notifications on. By the way, if you do like this video, please consider subscribing and hit the bell button to get notified every time I upload. And I hope you'll enjoy these updates. Now, with that out of the way, this weekend is actually going to be a triple upload weekend. So yeah, that didn't really end up happening. So I didn't have any time this weekend to edit the videos. So all three will just be kind of spread out throughout the week. So sorry about that, but I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. It includes this video, a video explaining where the jellyfish are, how the jellyfish tank is doing, and something really awesome with another tank that will be showed with permission granted from Travis himself from the Jellyfish Warehouse. Like a $60 jellyfish tank, which is really awesome and doesn't take very much money and not very much effort. So also kind of clear things up since I haven't updated anything about the tank or the progress of the jellyfish on YouTube since I think the last time I uploaded about it was December from the All My Pets video to end off 2020. I have been saying stuff here and there about it on my Instagram, such as the progress of the jellyfish, which will be explained in this video, but if you haven't already, please consider following my Instagram. I post a lot more frequently on there because it doesn't take very much effort to post there. So here it is up on the screen, and this will kind of clear things up. And then the third video, which might be the second or third, depending on how long it takes to edit, is a story of Hachi, my dog, and how he came from a Korean meat farm to the US, from staying in a couple of foster homes and some other challenges that took to get him to my family. And that video will be up this weekend as well, since it was the 1-year anniversary yesterday actually of Hachi being with my family. I'm sorry, Thursday. I'm thinking that was uploaded yesterday for some reason, but yeah, Thursday was the 1-year anniversary that he was with my family, and he's basically lived here pretty much 93% of his life. So I hope you enjoyed those videos and stick around for the rest of the updates. So the next bit of this production update includes the editing software, since Blackmagic Design actually just released a couple minutes after recording this is when I saw this. I mean, while recording this is when I saw this. Is they have officially released a complete version of DaVinci Resolve 17. Since I was on 16.2 before, I could have used the beta version of DaVinci Resolve 17, but it was just a little too unstable from what I've heard, so I decided to back out of it. But now that they've released the official version, that will be what I'm using from now on, since DaVinci Resolve is a really good editing website that is editing program that is free, so that's two pluses. But it's got a whole ton of new features and kind of a smoother design and layout, so that'll be really fun to use when editing the 3 videos this weekend and going on 4th. We have the video quality, and this all comes down to a friend of mine called Zerg on Discord. I know he watches the videos, so hi Zerg. And he told me about this feature that I never saw before. I'm not sure because it was just recently added within the newest update for Samsung, or if it was just there and I never noticed it. But most of my videos going now forth will include Pro Video, which is just like Pro Photo, except for video. But I've taken a lot of photos with Pro Photo mode, especially on my Instagram, which I'll post some pictures up on here. But the video mode is actually working really well, and this will help me change like different lighting effects and exposure, and especially manual focus, since sometimes the focus, the autofocus on here doesn't really catch everything. So the manual focus for video will help me a ton, and this will be used within the new UNS 60U setup, which I guess I can explain briefly later in this video. But yeah, shout out to Zurg for that. This has been working really well, and the video production should get a lot better going forth with this new feature. So with that out of the way, I hope everyone enjoys kind of the new production quality and video quality going forward. And now I can talk about two of the new projects that are coming up, since it is turning, it's actually spring next week, I think. Well, it technically starts next week since it's March, but there's always Groundhog Day to confirm that. But anyways, this year I'm setting up 2 rice fish ponds, and I think some of the most popular videos on my channel were from the 35-gallon rice fish pond that housed the red cap Medaka, and that is also going to be coming back up. Unfortunately, I don't have the same colony again, which really sucks from a stupid accident that I did. But I do plan to have it stocked with red cap rice fish again, as well as some other inhabitants with them, since from learning a new trick from Corey from the Aquarium Co-op. But the second one this year is going to be, I feel like, a lot more helpful to people who live, I guess, on smaller land, or let's say an apartment that has a deck but not enough space for the big Home Depot ones, because those ones are super wide. This is going to be a little 12-gallon wine barrel. Well, it looks like a wine barrel, but it's not made out of wood. Rice fish pond, and it can be used for white clouds and I guess guppies too, if you do live in an area where all year long it's pretty warm, or you could just take them inside, because that's what a lot of people like to do here. But my goal is to keep it under $100, equipment wise, bowl wise, and plant wise. I plan to keep everything at $100, and since I basically have already ordered everything, it looks to be around maybe $53. And of course, this is subject to change depending on where you live and if there's tax or not. Where I live, there is tax, so if you don't live in a state or a place that doesn't have sales tax, such as Oregon, then this might be a little cheaper for you. But $53 seems to be the general price of how much this costs together, and I'm super excited to put this together, since I will be breeding another species, well, not another species, another variety of rice fish in here, that will serve as a long-term project of my own, which I try and want to create a brand new rice fish strain. After learning this from Steve, the owner of Aquarium Zen, and how he's doing it, I want to try the same thing, and maybe even hopefully I might be able to become a breeder for different local stores like Aquarium Co-op and Aquarium Zen, and a lot of local stores like that, since rice fish varieties of Owawaze laptes, outside of the pearl whites, the golds, and the oranges here in the United States, are super hard to find, and I am very disappointed in that, since rice fish are heavily underrated here. I know they're very popular in Asia, especially Japan, because, well, that's where they originated, but in the US they're heavily underrated, almost pretty much criminally underrated. So breeding efforts like these help spread the popularity of the fish, and I'm not exactly sure why they're super underrated, but up there with white clouds in terms of hardiness, can survive outside all along unless the temperature gets into the negatives. Very, very hardy, and come in a variety of colors, and if they become more popular, then hopefully that'll drive the price down, because the other strains such as the blue and the red cap cost quite a bit of money, so hopefully the price will go down on those soon. But just a very basic rice fish pond or patio pond, and I'm really excited to start that with within maybe 2 weeks, that video will be up, since I'm not exactly sure how long the plants are gonna take the ship, as well as the soil that I'm gonna use to plant the plants in. But very exciting video on that. And for a brief talk about the UNS6DU, I did get that, and it should be coming here in about 2 weeks, they said. And everything is basically already here for it. Next to me, we got the sand, we have the rock, we have the salt, we have the water, and everything in the bucket besides the dragon's breath macroalgae from the last video, which was the things are going so well right now, which is where I talked about the death of the electric flame scalp. Unfortunately, everything is still doing okay. The Gorgonians haven't opened up again that I've seen, but they're not dying, so that's good. But the Sargassum surprisingly is surviving, and right from the get-go, although I won't do this, we will have new stocking in there, such as new macroalgae. The Christmas tree rock is also going in there, and potentially new fish in that same video, although I highly doubt, since I really want to wait. But that is also coming very soon. And that's basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the updates and kind of which direction this channel is going, and also some of the new projects that are going to be showing up here and there very soon. There'll be the UNS60 will be a series, and the Ricefish Ponds will be kind of their own little videos. But out of the way, I hope you enjoy your Sunday or your week, wherever you're watching this. And my name is Northwest Fishkeeping, signing out.